So, hi, you guys. How are you doing? I have to put it on intro. So, there we go. So, welcome to Thursday Night Live with Sponge and Stamp with Tina. I'm Tina Carini. So, I'm so happy to be here. Hey, Chris, I see you here. If you're watching live, if you're joining us, please say hi so that we can say hi back to you. And if you're in another state or whatever, just let us know that too. So I see Kim is on here. Hey, Kim. So yeah, you guys, I'm a few minutes late. I'm so sorry. My husband and I were talking, and I lost track of time. So anyway, it is Thursday, and tomorrow is Friday, and then it's the weekend. So today has been a crazy day. It's always a crazy day for me, I tell you. But I have a really cute and fun card to share with you tonight, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step to show you how to do this. So this is called an angle cut fold. So it's super easy, I promise. And like I said, I'm going to show you step by step how to do it, and we're going to have a fun time. And yeah, so let's go ahead and make just talk about a couple of things really quick. Celebration is still going on. It ends on the 28th of this month. So in order to get some free goodies from the celebration, remember Stampin' Up! Did add some goodies on there that are, thank you guys, from that are some really good stuff. So take a look at that. Just go on my online store. There's a link in the description to take you to shop with me, and you can see all the good stuff that you can earn for free with a purchase of $60 or more before tax and shipping. There's no limit on how much you can get. So if you order $120 worth of product, then you get to choose two $60 items, or there are level 2, which are bigger things. They're like a stamp set, dies and stuff like that. They're like bundle things that you can get. So super cool. It's also the joining special, which is really dynamic right now. To join, Stampin' Up! Is $99 plus tax. Shipping is free, so you pay no shipping on it. And you get to choose $125 worth of product of your choice from anything that's current with Stampin' Up! And you can choose two options. And option 1 is you get to choose 2 out of the 4 Stampin' Right markers. So there's the Regals, the Subtles, the Brights, and the Neutrals. So you can pick 2 of those. And plus you get a stamp set for free as well. And let's see, or you can pick option 2, which is you don't get the markers or the stamp set, but you can choose $30 extra of free things. So $125 plus $30. And again, its shipping is free, which is a huge saving in itself. And you only pay $99 plus tax. So let's see here. Yeah, hi you guys. So, I think that, my March class is coming up. It's March 8th. It's still several weeks away, but that is March 8th. I don't think there's a link in the description for that, but I know on my Facebook page there is. And if you're on my email list, I've emailed that out as well. And I will put it in my emails from here until, probably a couple of days before the class, because I need to know who's all coming so that I can prepare all the kits for everybody and save your seat, because seats are limited. And that's it. So just make sure that you register, because I like to keep everybody in one spot so I don't miss anybody. Because when everybody says they're going over here, or they send me a text message, or in another place they say they're coming, they say they're coming, I can't keep track of where everybody is. So this way I can keep track of everything. Okay, I think that is it. Oh, my email list. So if you want to receive my emails and my newsletters, I send out PDFs a lot of times, not always, of my Facebook Lives. I also give a free card tutorial. It's a PDF that you can download and print. Free every month in there. I have that is only for my newsletter peeps. I don't share it anywhere else, or at least I try not to. And let's see. That link is down below. If you're watching on YouTube, the replay, thank you so much. And I hope that you click that subscribe button. If you haven't, make sure you click the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And please give it a big thumbs up and comment and share. Share these videos on your Facebook because that really helps us get seen so that we can grow our community and share what we love so much, which is making handmade cards to bring a smile to people's faces that we send them to and just bring a little joy. And instead of, receiving bills all the time, it's really nice to get a handmade card that is specially made for you. Okay, I think that's it. So let's go ahead and go down here. Oh, it won't let me do it that way, so I got to do it this way. Okay, so what we have here is a piece of cardstock. This is Melon Mambo. I'm going to bring my paper trimmer in here because, like I said, I'm going to show you guys step by step how to do this. So what you're going to do to get 2 card bases, I'm going to show you a really easy way. I think I've showed you guys plenty of times before, but you never know. Somebody brand new could be watching, and so we're going to do it. So what you want to do is you want to take it in portrait side where it's in portrait. So the 8.5-inch side is up at the top of your paper trimmer. You want to take it to, I need my glasses so that I can see what I'm doing. You want to take it to 4 1/4. And then we're going to score it. You guys know I lost my scoring blade and I keep forgetting to order a new one. But that's okay because I got all these scorer things around, so I can just use that just as easy. So I'm going to put it at 4 1/4 and I'm going to score that. Okay. So we're going to score that. Then I'm going to turn it in my paper trimmer and I'm going to line it up at 5 1/2. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am making 2 card bases. So I scored once and I cut once and I have 2 card bases. So we've got that. We're going to need our trimmer because we're going to go ahead and take one of these and we are going to fold it in half at the score line. I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to give that a nice little crease there. Now what I'm going to do to get, let me bring this card back in here. To get this angle cut, you're going to take it, you're going to put it in your trimmer, okay? And you're going to take it from the top at the score line and you're going to make sure that that is in your cutting, whatever you call that. What do you call that? Your channel, your cutting the groove, the cutting groove. And you're going to pivot your card. Wait, am I doing this the right way? No, I wasn't. Oh, I almost messed that up. All right, so you want to make sure that you're cutting the front of your card. We're going to go this way, okay? So I am going to put it in here like this. I am going to put the score line in the little groove there. I'm going to try to hold it in place. This is the hardest part for me because I always have to readjust and adjust. You want to make sure that your point is in the groove too. So right at the score line is in the groove where your paper trimmer blade goes, and the point is in the score line. Just like so, okay? You don't want to come up into your cardstock unless you have an extremely sharp blade like a brand new one, because what will happen is this will bunch up on you and you don't want that. So you want to start in the cardstock, and then you can come down and like so. And that didn't cut all the way through. I didn't push that down. So let's hope I can get this lined up. There we go. All right. So there we go. So did that make sense? Let's do another one just so that you guys can see. All right. So I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to give this a nice crease with my bone folder. I'm going to open up my card so it opens up. Make sure I'm doing it on the front and not the back like I almost did on the first one. And then we're going to line this up again from the tip of the score line to the tip of the bottom of your card. Just like so. Well, let's move that over just a little bit more. And then we're just going to cut that just like so. And there we go. So that's how you do your angle cut. Okay, so let's keep one of these out. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to cut your designer series paper and your inside pieces. If you're not using a white card base, you want your inside pieces to stamp on, to decorate, and to write your message in. So we're going to do that. These are, what are these measured? These might be, they need to be 4 by 5 1/4, and it is. Okay, so I'm going to cut both of these at one time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from top left to the bottom right. Okay. And I'm going to line that right in there, just like so. I'm going to put this down. And there we go. So now I have 4 pieces. Well, doggone it. I probably should have got away with just cutting one because it'll go just like this. This piece right here. Well, that's why. Okay, so that goes like that. And then this piece here, you can just flip it around and do that. So I only had to cut one, but because we have 2, I might as well go ahead and cut them, right? So that will go in the inside of your card like so. Let me bring the unfinished one, which is right here. So those will go, well, shoot. Oh, like that. And then this one goes like that. And then your other piece will go there in your designer series paper. So now we have 2 pieces of designer series paper. I'm just going to use the same one that I used for my sample card. And I'm going to cut them both at the same time. So you just want to make sure that they stay lined up and together so that you don't have any mismeasurements. Oh, and let me tell you a trick too. So this one doesn't matter which direction it goes into, but this one right here does. Because if you want however you want your directional patterned paper to go, you want to make sure that you cut it that way. So I want my stripes to be up and down on my card. So that's how I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to cut it because it's 4 inches wide. So I'm going to cut it. I might do these separately because for whatever reason, it looks like they're not exactly even. So I am going to cut these separately. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 on this one and 5 1/4. So, and then you keep these for another card. And then this one's the same thing. So I'm going to do 4. Yes, Chris, it is pretty easy and pretty neat. And it gives a really cool look to your card. And 5 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to keep these pieces for another card. All right, now these should be the same. And we're going to cut these the same way that we did the white cardstock. For the inside pieces, we're going to cut these the same way. So the top left to the bottom right corner is how we're going to cut this. And I can tell you from experience, if you don't do it from the top left to the bottom right, they won't fit. Okay, so one will. But that's it. All right, so then we're just going to slice that now we have pieces to do 2 cards. Okay? All right, so we're done with our trimmer. So let's go ahead and put that away. Let's bring these pieces in here. And I need one of each. So this one is going to go right here, like so. And then this one is going to go just like that. And then you just want to adhere them down to where you have an even border around that, around your card base. So what do you guys think? Pretty easy? It's just getting your cuts right is all that it is. And it's not hard. Just remember, when you're cutting your angles, you go from, and even with your card base, you want to go from the top left to the bottom right. And I'm going to put a little bit of extra glue in here to give me a little wiggle room, because I struggle with lining these little triangles up. So I also learned a new card that looks like it is going to be a lot of fun. What is today's date? I have a new stamp set bundle coming in this week. Well, actually, it won't be here till next week. It was supposed to be here Saturday. Now it's not. But anyway, I am hoping to. I won't do it this week. I won't. Maybe next Thursday I can do the new one. I don't even remember the name of it, but it looks super fun, and it looks really easy too. But it gives a really, really cool look to your card. And it's cutting triangles. So it should be a lot of fun. I want to give you guys a whole bunch of different ideas and ways to do things, and to do it easily. All right, so there is our card front, all ready to decorate and make it fancy. So these we're going to save because we can put those on the other card. We can save these triangles of the white. We can put those in there. So let me tell you guys, so when you're doing this, you want to make sure that they're going the right way, okay? So this one, I'm going to take my bone folder and just flip that edge off of there. All right, so I know that they're going to go this way. So if I was going to stamp any decorations or stamp a sentiment, I'd want to know which panel I want to put it on and make sure that I have it the right way. So this is when you would do that. So you would do that. But for this card, I'm not going to. But we are going to go ahead and adhere them down. And we're just going to line them up and try to give an even border. Mostly what I'm more concerned about is that my designer series paper and my white cardstock lines up at both ends. And if it does, then it's usually okay. It's a little high up here, but that's not going to bother me. So now I'm going to do this one. Hey, Carol! So then we're going to put this one on here. And this one, you just kind of want it to be as lined up to your white one as you can. We got a little bit extra border down here, but I'm all right with that. It looks beautiful. All right, so the next thing you want to do is decorate your card. So how we're going to decorate this, because I'm going to teach you guys something that I don't think I've taught you guys. If I did, it was years and years ago. And honestly, I'm just going to be honest. I didn't want to go back through years and years of videos to see when I did. I'm pretty sure that I did. But like I said, it's been years and years. So we're going to go over it again because it's time to bring it back and do some reminding give you more expiration, to give you more inspiration. Okay, so I have a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock. I chose pumpkin pie because I really didn't want another melon mambo here. And I love orange too. So it's not one of my favorite colors, but I do love it. And there's orange in this paper, and in this one too. You just can't see it because it's so little. And I used my perennial postage dies, and then I cut out a smaller one in just basic white cardstock, and we're going to layer that on there. I am going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple of dimensionals on here. And I always put probably more than you actually need, but I'd much rather do that because when it goes through the mail, I really don't want my images and my die cuts and all that stuff that are popped up to be sagging anywhere by the time it reaches the person that I'm sending it to. So I always want to make sure that I put plenty on there. And then I'm just going to try to line this up the best that I can. And there we go. This I'm going to glue down flat right here. Now you want to make sure that you don't put your glue past this line, past your cut right here. You want to make sure that you only put your adhesive at the line and below, because you don't want to glue your card shut. Okay, so I'm going to figure out exactly where I want it, which I want it in the center of my card, and I'm pretty happy with where that is. So I know that I need glue. You know what? Maybe I'll just, no, we're going to come up a little higher, just like that, I think. Well, no, we are going to come down just a little lower. So I know that I don't want to put glue past this corner, so I could just draw a line, imaginary line right there, and my glue is going to go down here. I'm going to glue this straight down to the card, and we're going to place it right there. That looks good to me. I'm going to hold that down so that sticks really good. Oh, look what I did. I just did what I told you guys not to do. No worries there. We can fix it, and I'll let that dry good, and we can take our eraser, glue eraser, and get that off of there. I just did exactly what I told you guys not to do. And you probably sat there and watched me do it, right? And you were probably yelling at me, and I can't hear you. Anyway, you can just, when that dries really nice, you can just take that glue eraser and get it off of there. And if there's any stickies that doesn't want to come off, which usually it does come right off, you can just take your embossing buddy and just kind of like tap it on there, and that takes the sticky away. All right, so now here's the thing that I know that I've showed you guys before years and years ago, but we're going to do a little reminder course here. So I cut out 5 of these things in white cardstock. I already went ahead because I knew that you guys probably did not want to. I'm looking at y'all's comments. So when you see me looking to the side, that's what I'm looking at. I tried to put my computer more in front of me so that, you know, it wouldn't be so obvious, but I still have to turn it a little bit so I can see the comments better. But I'm trying to read them so I can keep up with you guys. You showed us how to erase our mistakes. Yeah, I thought I have, but you never know when somebody new is coming on that may not know that. So I try to tell you guys every now and again at least, or when I make a mistake anyway, right? Okay, so I've already glued 4 of them together. So that just gives like this a thickness, and it gives it a height. So I'm going to go ahead and, nope. And what I used is, this is a paper pumpkin die that was an add-on to one of the paper pumpkins. I think it was the one that had because it's for 3 months. So it's for 3 months worth of paper pumpkins. you know what? I got it right here. It's for Thanks and Beyond dies. So the one with the butterfly wings, or that one was in there. So I always usually get the add-ons when I get my paper pumpkins. And I got to put my glasses back on. White glue on white paper. Nah, that's not going to happen. I will not see that. I'm also going to bring in my silicone mat. And I'm just putting glue on here. You can use anything you like. If you like the adhesive paper where you can stick your cardstock on the paper and then run it through the cut and emboss machine so that you just pull the backing off and you have a sticker, by all means go ahead and do that. You can probably use tape runner. You can use a sponge and sponge on your glue, but for this, because I'm going to be honest, I struggle a little bit with lining these things up. I want some wiggle room, and I'm not too concerned about the glue if it oozes out just a tiny bit on this particular thing, because it's really not going to matter. I am lining this up the best that I can, and I used a little extra glue on there because I want to have some wiggle room to make sure that I get that as straight as I can. So there we go. So I don't know, can you guys see the thickness of that? So you probably say, well, Tina, why don't you just use some dimensionals and pop it up? Well, there is a difference with the look. And I can show you that in just a little bit. So here I'm going to bring you guys in on this one because we have two different ones to choose from. Now, I cut this out of designer series paper that coordinates with the paper that I used on our card front. So on this one, I use the hippie one. I call it the hippie one, but it's the crazy color one. I used that one, but I thought this one would be really pretty too. So which one do you think we should use? Because I really like that one too. So that we can bring a little green into it. All right. So I will give it a few seconds for you guys to tell me which one you want to use, the green or the multi-hippie one. It does remind me of the 60s. The green, we got two for the green. All right, let's use the green then. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to glue this down. So I'm going to do the same thing. I am just going to put my adhesive on here, my green glue, which is my glue of choice, because for one, it's very economical. It goes a long ways, and it gives me wiggle room, because you guys know me that have been following me for quite a while, know that I don't do anything straight. I don't cut straight, I don't draw straight, I don't stamp straight, and I certainly don't line up things straight. All right, here we go. And we're going to try to put this on the best that we can. And there we go. I didn't do too badly. That looks pretty stinking good. All right, so this one here is the same thing. So you can see that I stacked. I'm going to show you the difference here in a minute. So this one goes like, we're going to put this one across here. I'm not going to use glue, Stampin' Dimensionals, because I'm going to just stick this right across here where this is going to go. I didn't use dimensionals because, and my glue will dry clear, so I'm not worried about it if it shows through some of the letters, because, well, I need more glue than that. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to put glue right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Anyway, what I was saying is it dries clear and you wouldn't see it. And because this is stacked up, it's not going to go down into the glue. So it will be fine. I'm okay with that. So there we go. So that is that. Then all you have to do is if you want to put a little something something on there to decorate it and jazz it up a little bit more, you certainly can. We can use some embellishments, which I think we're going to do. I took out some butterfly dies from my sketched butterfly bundle, but I'm not sure that I really want to do that. But you most certainly could. And I am trying to find something that would be really pretty on there. We could use these. Actually, any one of these would work just fine. That is the Adhesive Back Pearl Trio. Or we could even do gold, which would be really pretty too. And these are the gold textured adhesive back dots. And I said I would show you the difference on the other card. So when we put that together, I'll show you. All right. Which ones do you guys think we should use? Well, hello, Yvette Marie. Perfection is an absolute mistake. Creativity, genius started with mistakes and not with perfection. Amen. That is the truth. That is the truth. And you know what? I think that you find that sometimes your best projects comes from an oops. So, and my saying is there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Okay, so thank you for joining us too. Let's see. I'm new here and absolute. I love hippie. Oh, you're new here to my Facebook Live or new to the Georgia area? Okay, so let's do you guys want gold or which one of these? I am thinking, let's see here. Let's see here. We can do it like that. I think the gold might get a little lost. They're kind of glassy looking, not like sparkly. These are iridescent, so these will pop in their color. So what do you guys think? All right. I think I'm going to use this right here, which looks like it's Calypso Coral, but so it's pinky orange. And I think that one would be really pretty. I think I'm going to put one here. Oops, that took a little bit of my putty with it. Let's see if I can get that off of there. Yay. Okay, and then we're going to take two more because I like to work in odd numbers. And most of the time, not always. And they keep falling off of my putty. There we go. So what do you guys think? So pretty. Welcome, Yvette. Oh, welcome. Welcome. Yes, welcome. Okay. I got a little scattered brain there. I'm like, whoa, what's welcome? Okay. All right. So that's that. So that is your finished card. Like I said, you can do anything you want to do to jazz this up and make it prettier if you want to. I'm missing something here. Oh goodness, didn't realize it was you. Good. Oh, thanks, Carol. I'm so glad that you love this card. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do the other one really fast here. And like I said, again, you can stamp the insides if you want to. You can leave them blank. However you want to do it is perfectly fine. And they're going to go in there. But I'm going to put my designer series paper on first, just like that. So this card doesn't have any measurements except for cutting. Well, yeah, it does too, because you got to cut your card base. And then you have to cut your designer series paper down to your mat size, and then you cut your angle cut. So it's really simple to do. Just remember, when you cut your angle cuts, you want to go from the top left to the bottom right. All right, that's fine. Okay, so, oh, thanks, Chris. All right, so let's put this one on. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to glue these on there yet because I do want to stamp something on this. I have someone in mind for this, but I'm not quite sure what I want to say in the inside. I didn't get that on there quite straight enough. Now my glue is starting to dry. That's all right. It is perfectly fine, right? Whoever you send this to, they're not going to know what it was supposed to look like. All right. That's what I tell my ladies in my class when they get frazzled. But I say, no, it's perfectly fine and it looks beautiful. And whoever you're sending that to, they're going to never know what the original looked like. So they won't know. All right. So I don't have an extra. Do you guys mind if I cut out? Oh, look, I did it in the stripes too, but I thought that was too much with the stripes and the stripes. Let me here we go. Got this. I didn't really want to use those colors, but I wonder if I can pull it off with those. What do you guys think? I think we can. Just to show the difference between the stacked cardstock and the not stacked cardstock. So we need to do some cutting here. And I know here they are right here. So I said, I know I had them. We're going to cut. Well, maybe we will. I was hoping that was going to be big enough. So I didn't have to. It's not. So that I didn't have to get another piece of cardstock. Oh, maybe I'll have something in here we can use in the scrap bin. Here we go, right here. So we can cut this one and this one right there. We have one for the white, and that's all we need, right? Oh no, we need an extra white for the thanks, because the designer series paper is going to be just a little bit too thin to do by itself. So we're going to put that in there. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to run these two through. Uh-oh. The thanks just fell down in here. There it is. Yay. We might have to turn it upside down. There we go. That worked. Okay, so there is our thanks. We can put that because we're done with that. We're done with that one. So there's our white piece. And then all we need now is our pink piece, our melon mambo. So we are going to run that through real fast right here and right here. Make our little sandwich. So I tell you what, guys, after doing this for a little while now and having different types of setups, I really think I know I know what I want for my next studio. Is gonna be, I'm gonna stand up. I want a high, like table, or what do you call them, island or something like that. That I can, we're going to pop this up so I can stand up to do this. I think it's going to be a lot easier, and I want a bigger, like a wider table, so that when I'm crafting, I have just more space to where everything isn't all over the place. So there we go. So There is our dimensionals. I use the ends because they are usable and you do not want to waste those. So we are going to put that right there. But I want to start doing my lives and my videos standing up. I don't really enjoy sitting down when I'm doing them. Then we're going to go ahead and take this white piece here that we cut out the word thanks on. And we are going to go ahead and glue the designer paper thanks to it. So we're going to try to line this up. I hope I put enough glue on here so that I could wiggle it. Line it up, move it around, slide it up and down. Just to get it on here right. I think I missed a comment somewhere. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love you guys so much. Okay, so there we go. So that, see how that's not near as thick, and it's not near, it doesn't have, it's not stable, if that's for lack of the right word. So when we put it on here, now we're going to pop it up. So the ends are going to be flimsy. That's the word. It's more flimsy. This just looks, it just looks good. It looks thick. It's stable. It's not gonna bend too much. It's not gonna, this will. So when this is on here, let me go ahead and put some glue dots. So I'm gonna use some minis on here. And I'm gonna take my take your pick tool. And we're gonna have to cut some of these in half because they're still too big. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to cut right up here. I'm going to do it in an angle like that. And that will give me 6. All right, so 6 may be enough. We're going to, oh, wait, because we only want it to go in the center. I almost did it all the way across. So on the hump, on the H, the A, N, and the right here. So we'll put one there, and we'll put one on this little hump right here. Come on, like that. And then we're going to do one on this little hump. And, oop, I might have to cut some more. That's okay. We're going to put it on the A. And I think I do have to cut some more. And that is all right. Just like that. Oh, 2 of them are wanting to come off at one time. Well, if you could cooperate a little bit better, that would be nice. We're going to put one right here. Like that. We'll take this one and we'll put it, oh, wait. That's it. That's all we want to do. Maybe right here. Right there. All right. Oh, I think I want an extra one right here. All right. We're going to take the little backings off of these guys. Just like so. Don't stick to my thumbnail. They're so hard for me to see. And this one. Well, come on. That one doesn't want to come off. There we go. All right. And then we're just going to line this up here. just like that. All right, so it pops up like this, like the things does, and it pops up a little higher, but let's go ahead and put it on our card. But I don't like it as much. You might, and that is perfectly fine. I'm just going to go right in this little corner right here. And we're going to go right about here. Just like that. Make sure that my glue did not come to the other side a teeny bit. Okay. Let me straighten this. See, it doesn't really want to hold its shape that much. I really liked the stacked look. But you guys can choose whichever you want. You could, it wouldn't look good if you just stacked your dimensionals here either, because you would really see them. So tell me which one you like. Do you like the stacked look, or do you like the, why is it so dark in here? Ooh, bright light. Okay. Do you like the stacked look or the, see, I really like this, but I want to know what you guys think and what you like. And what do you think about this fun fold? The angled cut fun fold. Lots of fun. It's not hard either, huh? It was pretty easy. You just remember to cut your card base from the score line top left and cut down to the bottom right, to the point. Make sure that it's in your track, lined up right where your blade goes. And then for your angle cuts, you just cut your cardstock down to the layer size, which I used the 4 by 5 1/4. And then I went from the top right point down to the bottom left point. I'm sorry, top left to the bottom right. I'm so glad you guys like this, but which one do you like the best? And which thingamajiggy do you like the best? Do you like the stacked look, which are these two, or the popped up look? I prefer the stacked look, but I don't want to influence your decision and what you guys like. And for whatever reason, I'm not seeing you guys' comments again. There we go. Oh no, you had to, oh, you guys all froze. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you guys, hi Heather. Okay. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, Heather and Yvette. Yvette, right? Yvette. I hope you guys join us again next Thursday. I'll be same time, same place next week. Stacked look. Yes, isn't the stacked look really cool? So now, if you are using just cardstock to cut your word out, you probably could get away with 4, stack it 4 times because your cardstock is thicker. But since I used Designer Series paper, it's thin. So I wanted to give it that extra little. Yvette with a Y. Am I saying it right? Yvette, yay or nay? Okay, so where was I? So the thanks, I just think it just looks really, I think it looks nice. It looks really cool. And I think it adds just a little bit of something to your card. That's, it's just pretty. And then, like I said, you could put 2 little butterflies, what I thought about doing was taking the little bitty butterfly dies and maybe putting one right here. This is just the die. I don't have them cut out. and putting one, let's see, let's do that there and there, and maybe one here and here. And that would have made it a little fancier and made it up to be pretty cool, actually. So I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that you'll give this a try and stack your sentiments like that, because it looks really, really cool to do that. And try using your designer series paper, because it's so cool. I get so excited because I love that kind of stuff. So thank you guys so very much for joining me today. I am gonna put this lid on here, and the green stacked look. So you guys like the green one. It is very pretty. I like the green myself. I think it pops just a little bit more than this one does. This is pretty though. And you know what? I turned my labels the other way too. So if I had turned this label to where it was in landscape mode, this would have fit nicer on it, and it probably would have looked a lot better than just hanging off the sides. But anyway, so just have fun with your dies and your papers and your stamps and your inks and, you know, ink, what is it? Paper, ink, and paper, stamps, ink. I can't remember how it goes now. Ink, stamp, and paper, ink, and stamp. Something like that. Anyway, have fun with it and just experiment and make beautiful cards to change the world. I say change the world. Just send beautiful cards to put a smile on somebody's face and show them that you were thinking of them and that you appreciate them. So you are so welcome. Thank you again for being on here, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye.